So I've been, for whatever reason, walking around with this message in my head, really in my heart, and I just think that I need to put it down and record it and put it out there for you. I felt this morning when I woke up kind of like in the way that a author might feel one of their characters, but I felt today like a heaviness of a type of character or person that feels as if they are talentless, that feels as if in the passing out of talents or in the acquisition of things that make us special, that they were too late, that they somehow missed that dispensation, and that they are here unlike everybody else, talentless. I think the reason that feels heavy to me is because in my view of the world, our talents are tied to the essence of who we are. In my view of the world, we have this invisible something that is us. I like to use the word soul, but whatever. And it's made of invisible things, and it has these invisible senses, and it moves in invisible ways. It speaks an invisible language, and our seeking life is really about trying to find it, to seek it out with earthly senses. And I think one of the ways that we see the soul when the invisible is made visible is when we allow our soul to speak to us. And I think one of the ways that it speaks to us is in our talents. So why do we feel talentless if our talents are a part of who we are, a part of our soul? Well, I don't believe that the universe makes mistakes. I think man and human do. But I don't think the universe makes mistakes. And so I just philosophically am just on the side that you did indeed get the talent. The reason that the talent may not have shown up yet for you, or that you feel like it hasn't shown up for you, I think is because you're using outward world. You're using the earthly world and the templates that you already know to look for those talents in you. For instance, well, I'm not good enough to be an artist, I'm not good enough to be an athlete, I'm not good enough to be a dancer, I'm not good enough to be blah, blah, blah. And rather than looking for talents, you're just marking off these outward life manifestations. And it's true that our talents may come in and align with something that has already been established, and we become, that thing. But to only see talent as something that has already been established, that there's only so many avenues for which your talent can be discovered, that this visible thing can be made visible, is to constrict it. And in my worldview, it constricts your capital P purpose. You indeed have talents. They just may not have an already manifested template from which they grow. And you may have to create that. And your talent may be in something that will never bring you fame, or never bring you money, or never bring you whatever outward treasure there is. But that's not what talent is about. Talent isn't about gateways to outward things, but instead they are pathways They're like the whispers of this invisible thing called you, your soul, saying, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. I think you know your talent. I think you do. You may not want to admit it. You may not want to pull it out and test drive it because you're worried that it won't hold up. But I think you do know what you're talented at. Just because you haven't seen success using the other templates with it, you've devalued it. But that's comparative thinking, and that's not soulful thinking. Soulful thinking is that you are you, very unique. Soulful thinking is that you're not your role. Soulful thinking is that you are here as a manifestation of capital L love. That something loved us so much that they gave us you. When you open to your talents, you merge. You merge. Blessings.